The Qur'an addresses the concept of modesty and covering for believing women in several verses. The most prominent of these are in Surah An-Nur 24 and Surah Al-Ahzab 33. Here's a summary of what these verses convey. Surah An-Nur 24:30-31. Lowering the gaze. Allah commands believing men and women to lower their gaze and guard their chastity. Modesty in appearance. Women are instructed not to display their beauty and ornaments except what must ordinarily appear. Covering the chest, they are told to draw their veils, khumur, over their bosoms. Juyubihinna. The word khumur is generally understood as head coverings, and juyubihinna refers to their chests and necklines. This implies covering the head, neck, and chest. Exceptions for displaying adornment. The verse specifies the categories of men to whom women can reveal their adornments, such as their husbands, fathers, sons, brothers, etc. Not stamping feet. Women are also instructed not to stamp their feet in a way that reveals hidden ornaments, like anklets. Surah Al-Ahzab 33:59. Outer garments. This verse addresses the Prophet, peace be upon him, instructing him to tell his wives, daughters, and the believing women to draw their outer garments, jalbibihinna, close around themselves when they go out. Purpose of the garment. The reason given is so that they may be recognized and thus not be molested. This suggests that the outer garment serves as a means of identification, as believing women, and as a protection. Interpretations. There are various interpretations of these verses among Islamic scholars. However, the general understanding of the majority is that these verses mandate some form of covering for believing women when in public. Extent of covering. While there is consensus on the obligation of some form of covering, the extent of this covering is debated. Some scholars interpret the verses to require covering the entire body except the face and hands, while others have different interpretations regarding the face and hands. Purpose of covering. The main purposes highlighted in the Qur'an are modesty, guarding chastity, and being recognized as believing women for their protection. It's important to note that the interpretation and application of these verses have evolved over time and vary across different cultures and Islamic schools of thought.